What a bombshell the Wall Street Journal just reported. So we're going to get into this because it's a hell of a story. Vince McMahon wants back in WWE. That was previously reported. We knew that. We just didn't know how he was going to do it, and now we do. So obviously everyone knows Vince McMahon retired in July as the CEO and chairman of WWE because of the hush money scandal, where he paid off various women millions of dollars, including using WWE's own money, which is a big, big no-no. Anyways, he was advised just to go ahead, resign, retire, whatever terminology you want to use. Triple H stepped in, took over creative as well as head of talent relations. Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan became co-presidents. Well, yeah, co-CEOs actually, because they were presidents. Anyways, so that was that. Everything was good. Triple H turned around the product. WWE's making more money than ever. Yada, yada, yada. They got TV, and this is a huge, huge part of this story, this video, this whole scenario. WB is about to enter negotiations with Fox and NBC Universal for their television rights starting in 2024. AEW is doing the exact same thing with Warner Bros. Discovery. So they're going to do the talks, and they're going to talk with other networks as well as Fox and NBC Universal. So today, the Wall Street Journal came out with a report. Let me move that bad boy over here. Stating that Vince McMahon is plotting a return to power in WWE in advance of pursuing a sale of the entire company. Now keep in mind, Vinnie Mac, he has he's the primary stockholder of WB, right? He has more shares than anybody. I'm going to read a lot from this report just to get everything clear. The reason he's the biggest shareholder is because he has the majority of the Class B stock. So how is he going to get into power, you ask? Well, here it is. And this was the big, big tell of like, how is this all going to work out? Because a lot of people were reportedly saying, no one in WWE wants him back. Like, everything has gotten so much better, not only on television, but at WWE headquarters and everything like that. He is planning, and he has told the company that he is electing himself and two former co-presidents and directors, Michelle Wilson and George Barrios, in which McMahon fired and blamed for WWE's issues years ago before he brought in Nick Khan. Himself, Barrios, and Wilson are coming back to the board of directors of WWE. Okay? Then, it also stated that McMahon sent a letter to the board of directors expressing his desire to come back and expressing his intentions. In so, he detailed his desire to come back. Vince said that he believes that there is a narrow window to kick off a sales process because WWE's media rights deals for Raw and SmackDown are about to be renegotiated, according to the People. The report also stated that they were going through a review process. The board of directors told him that they were going to go through a review process, and that they unanimously agreed that Vince McMahon's return to the business wouldn't be in shareholders' best interest. Wow. The board asked McMahon to confirm his commitment to repay expenses incurred by WWE related to the investigation of the sexual allegations in which, look, it was reported by the Wall Street Journal. Look, he took some WWE money and paid off these women. They're like, hey, bro, when are you going to pay us? Right? When are you going to pay us? That's what they want. McMahon said in response, he remains willing to continue to complete any reimbursements for reasonable expenses related to the investigation to the extent they aren't covered by insurance. So he wants insurance to pick up the tab before he does. But he declined to agree to not return to WB. So they're like, we don't want you back. And he's like, I don't really care what you have to say. Wow. McMahon reportedly told the board of directors, and this is the mega underline. McMahon has reportedly told board of directors that unless he has direct involvement as executive chairman, so the top dog, what he was before, what Stephanie, what Nick Khan is, everybody, From the outset of a strategic review, McMahon would not support or approve of any media rights deal or sale. So not only will he not approve of a sale if he's not in charge, this guy won't even accept the agreement. He won't sign off and say, okay, this is fine for the company to secure television rights deals with NBC Universal, Fox, or whoever they decide to sell their media rights of Raw and SmackDown, including NXT, to. That's major. Solid Monster sounds off. He said this on Twitter. Vince McMahon is an egomaniac, and he is. And this just shows it. It's his way or nothing else. And here's the thing I haven't seen a lot of people mention. Just because Vinnie Mac says, look, I only want to come back to sell the company. How can you believe him? Right? How can you believe him? Who's to say he doesn't just come back, put himself in charge, and it's like, you know what, I don't want to sell the company. Screw it. It's Vince McMahon. There is nothing off the table with this guy. Unreal story.